Donald Trump has officially paused the funding for HIV treatment programs in a lot of countries, majorly African countries, Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, and others. And this has triggered quite a whole lot of reaction on the internet. And the big question is, what really happens when the lifeline of millions is suddenly severed? In a shocking move on January 20th, 2025, President Donald Trump signed an executive order halting all US foreign aid for 90 days, aiming to realign spending with his America First agenda. This decision has sent shockwaves through Africa, a continent deeply dependent on US assistance in healthcare, education, and economic development. The big question now is, what does Africa's future look like without the US aid? Back in the White House, President Trump is making good on his campaign promises, pushing for policies that cut foreign aid unless it provides direct benefits to Americans. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce explained the rationale behind this decision. President Trump believes American dollars should serve American interests first. The era of unchecked foreign handouts is over. For decades, Africa has relied on US foreign aid to sustain key sectors like health and education. This reliance has now made the continent highly vulnerable to the ripple effects of Trump's aid freeze, especially in healthcare. A major casualty of this freeze is the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, popularly known as PEPFAR. This program has played a pivotal role in fighting HIV/AIDS. Since 2003, PEPFAR has saved millions of lives, providing life-saving antiretroviral therapy to nearly 21 million people, primarily in sub-Saharan Africa. This program was originally launched in 2003 under President George Bush. But now, with PEPFAR funds frozen, millions of people who rely on treatment face an uncertain future. Medical experts warn that even a brief disruption in HIV/AIDS treatment could increase mortality rates dramatically. Countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Malawi, Mozambique, and the rest of them, which depend heavily on US funding for HIV interventions, may experience a surge in new infections and collapsed health systems. Even in South Africa, where the government funds most medication costs, US aid supports the personnel and infrastructure crucial to delivering care. Professor Linda Gale Becker from the Desmond Tutu HIV Center warns that this move could be catastrophic, especially for nations with limited resources to fill the funding gap. The ripple effect of this is more than just health. The crisis isn't just about healthcare. The $45 billion in annual US foreign aid supports Africa in education, agriculture, infrastructure, and governance. Without it, entire project faces cancellation. Talking about agricultural initiatives combating food shortages may grind to a halt, worsening hunger crisis. And in education programs could lose funding, affecting teacher training, scholarships, and school enrollment. Infrastructure projects like roads, bridges, and clean water systems are essential for long-term economic growth. And with what is happening, this may be abandoned in mid-constructions. While many see this move as a disaster, others argue that it may be a wake-up call for African nations to reduce dependency on foreign aid and seek self-reliance.
So Trump has decided to remove all aid to African countries. Ronan Botswana, that means those that are receiving HIV treatment are in trouble. But it's exposed a lot. You see, here I don't think the problem is Trump. The problem is the presidents who have been around for the last how many decades. When America has been giving Botswana aid to help with the HIV epidemic, why have none of the presidents come to think that this is not sustainable? We have only put a plaster over this wound. The wound remains, it won't heal it. They should have received aid to deal with their short-term issues. But in the long term, the solution should have always been to be able to self-sustain on the HIV issue. We need to be able to have got our own supplies of HIV antiretroviral treatments and things of that nature. Even me as an SRC president, I know that for sports, our short-term solution is to go to another campus and practice there, but the long-term has to be to push for facilities to be built where we are on campus. So for presidents of the country to not have dealt with this issue is actually very shocking. And now look where we are today. Now America can say, I'm taking everything back, and we're back to square one.
In case you don't know, President Trump has paused foreign aid for 90 days. Yes, 90 days. The reason is to ensure they review all the projects, to ensure that they are consistent with the American foreign policy under the Americans' first agenda. Why is everybody not talking about it? It's because a lot of countries depend on this foreign aid. I'm talking of countries like Ukraine, Afghanistan, Israel, parts of Africa. They depend on this foreign aid, and this is distributed through many NGOs. So what then happens? A lot of people depend on the aid for shelter. They depend on it for food, for medication, like HIV treatment, vaccination, clean water, and so on and so forth. Let's hope that after 90 days, that some of these countries are not thrown out of the list.
They are saying that Trump have stopped aid to Nigeria, singling out Nigeria. I don't know what they are trying to say. Just stop aid to Nigeria. That's not exactly true. It's not a stop, it's a freeze for all foreign aid, meaning everybody that they are giving foreign aid, there's a freeze on it. Why? Because they want to find out what money is actually going where and for what reasons. If too much money is going for some silly stuff, and if little money is going to stuff that actually need more money. And I agree to that. Why? Because here is one of the major reasons that made them do this freeze.
Doge and OMB also found that there was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza. That is a preposterous waste of taxpayer money. So that's what this pause is focused on, being good stewards of tax dollars.
I have never seen people fighting a war and condoms is their problem. They are doing people genocide as you see. And not can see people's problem that you need $50 million worth of condom. You now get money to buy bomb to blow Israel, but no money for condom, Abi. In fact, why them they get free condom? Price of condom have increased throughout the world. Some people don't start, they use black leather, sir, and then they're getting free condom. Who them be, sir? So among the stuff they say we're not going to be getting free HIV and malaria drugs. Truth be told, I can't really talk of the HIV drugs because I really don't know much about it. Because I know nothing about it, so I can't give an opinion on what I don't know anything about. The malaria, I can give an opinion on it. From what I have heard, there is malaria vaccine. So Nigeria, why are we not getting the vaccine? But most importantly, if we're getting the malaria drugs for free, why are we the people paying for the drugs? I have never gotten the malaria drugs for free. Many of you people getting mad. Why are you getting mad? When your VP got a new house that's costing billions, you people get mad? How much was your government going to spend in getting that new yacht? And have you guys totally forgotten that your senators each got 500 million last year? And this is what they said about it?
I am not bothered. I was going through online, just as this is going on, it's trending now, that every senator got 500 million. My appeal to Nigerians is not about what was said here today, because I'm not going to deny that. But we have 12 months to implement 2024 budget. Let every Nigerian wait to see whether there's any of these senators who will not bring enough boreholes, enough solar street lights, enough road construction, and other projects, training and empowerment that will be up to 500 million.
Truth be told, many people that are talking are just talking because it's not your money now. If Tinubu now even say he's going to increase tax for people in Nigeria to start getting free drugs, the people that can't afford it, many of us are going to say hell no. If now they get free shit and now they vex on top of them. For example, WHO, they were collecting 500 million or billion from America, and then they were getting 36 million or 36 billion from China. Yet whose billion and whose mouthpiece were they? Is it not China? Trump pulled out of them now. What the hell are they getting 500 million? That's when they came back and like, we'll manage the 36. So they give them. Many of you now for years always come and talk about how America is racist. Oh yeah, now made a non-racist country come and start giving a free shit for free. That's how long that's going to go. Some of people are saying this is going to push American allies to their enemies. Let them go now. They told you people that those enemies have that kind of money to be giving people blank check for free for a long time. And it's quite funny how you people now talk about allies. Nigeria, you don't carry your two left balls. You now don't go join that Russia, China, Brazil, South Africa shit. Let me get this straight. They are joining your allies' adversary in doing something that is going to undermine and reduce the power of the dollar. At the same time, you want them to be giving you that dollar. Where is the sense? But let me ask you guys something. Did we elect people to take care of our own people, or did we elect America to take care of our own people? Did we elect people that said they were going to solve our problems, or did we elect people that only know how to go and beg for money, and after they get the money they'll chop it? Did we stand in line for our money to be used on Nigerians, or did we stand in line for America to use their own taxpayers' money to solve our problems that we created with our own hands? Let them tell us which is it, because America does not owe us jack talk shit. But our leaders owe us every shit. Trump did not get a single vote from Nigeria. Our leaders got vote from Nigeria. Our money, they carry it, they chop it, and then they carry it and go and save in foreign banks. Remember, our money. But you're mad at somebody that refused to give you his own money to solve your own problems? Let me give you a best case example of this. Get boyfriend. Her boyfriend's buying expensive houses. Buy the latest Benz 2025. Her boyfriend is balling, is not giving her kobo. She has one guy that's not her boyfriend. No, they knock her nothing. Used to give her money. That guy has his own girlfriend, oh. And that guy that used to give this girl money say, you know what? I need to evaluate and see whether the money I'm giving you, you're actually using it or putting it into good use and stuff like that. And the girl is angry at this guy that's not her boyfriend, that's not giving her money. Not her boyfriend. That's how messed up many of you people are sounding. And that's the bottom line. Because the monograph said so.
People the other day crying, oh, I don't know, Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country. No. He has no reason to give you anything. I mean, you don't pay taxes in America. He is appealing to his people. Shauri yenu bwana. This is a wake-up call for you to say, okay, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Instead of crying, tujiulize, what are we going to do? Haya ametoa hiyo pesa, sasa tutafanya namna gani jameni? What are we going to do? Yeah? To support ourselves. Because nobody is going to continue holding out a hand there to give you. It is time for us to use our resources for the right things. We are the ones who are using them for the wrong things.